Oh, it's a cat. Oh, he's just looking outside. All right, what the frick? As he put a block there to block it. Oh, he even knocked it out. That's so cute. Puts it back. The cat just immediately knocks it out again, bro. That's such a clean edit. That is honestly such a clean edit of that cat out there. That must have taken a while. Once you teach a cat how to actually like open blinds and do things, it's over. They will know how to escape any situation. They will know you. You can't trap them behind doors. They will bug you. Even when you're pooping, if you don't lock that thing, they will get to you. And if they know how to undo locks, Lord help you. Anyway, what's cracking, fellow gamers? I've been gaming a lot too. I've been playing a lot of the new Super Mario RPG remake, and I love it. I am so in love with it. Do I think it's worth $60? No, it should definitely be probably, I think, at least a $30 game at the very most. But I mean, I still love it, and I think everybody should play it, but it's Nintendo, you gotta stop this. Regardless though, if you're a gamer too and you like that kind of content, just slap the like button, hit the subscribe. I got plenty of content for you because we're gonna have some good content right now. Buckle in. I freaking love HP bars that grow with your max HP. I wanna see my HP bar fill half the freaking screen. That was always been cool in Dark Souls, how that thing just juices up the more you get. And it does feel good. I mean, it's the same in Zelda too, with all the heart pieces filling up as well. That also feels really good when you have that big fat stack and then another stack fills up right underneath it. Oh, you feel even more invincible until a Lionel comes by and destroys everything. Crouches to go into stealth. The cracking of my knees alerts the guard. I'm immediately killed. Oh no. Okay, let me test to see if my knees break here. All right, test. No cracking. We're good, boys. We're good. We're not old yet. Which, funnily enough, though, like every time Ashley does crouch or do that thing, I hear her hips or knee crack and things like that. I don't know what to say there. I don't know if it's an age thing. I think it's actually just a body thing. I think the talking with a friend while jumping aimlessly in video game without really playing for a long period of time phenomenon should have a name. That is something that does happen. I mean, I did that in freaking World of Warcraft when I was talking with my guild or just doing things way back in the day. It's just something that happens naturally, yeah. Just boredom, you got nothing else to do. I think the only thing you could probably call that is just parkour, I guess. How game devs think I path, okay, going around to location, versus how I actually path, going straight up a hill. Why drive around a mountain when you can spend 10 times longer trying to drive over it? Skyrim has taught me one way to get around it, and it worked. I tried it almost every game now, and I even did it in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. You just had to jump backwards and you can make your way up, and it worked fantastically. Well, I'm not too sure how this got down there, but I think I got it with a big old super mushroom. Peach loving it. As usual, it's always a pleasure to help you, princess. Wait, you're leaving? Yeah, I have another job to get to soon. So unless there is something else that needs to be fixed around here, I'm gonna have to... As Peach just rips out the entire sink and crashes to the floor. Oh, the sink needs to be fixed. Of course, princess. I'm so scared now, and slightly aroused. I mean, if she can pull that out, man, I think she can yank your chain pretty good there too, Mario. I mean, that just reminds me of a classic Disney film called Holes. The guy literally went up to a girl and fixed her stuff, and she just wanted him around, so she kept breaking things so she can meet him again. It was literally what happened in Holes. Team Fortress 2 players watching frickin' Half-Life 1 of all games getting an update instead of them. What is this bullcrap right here, Gavin? I mean, I didn't expect it, to say the least. I mean, Team Fortress 2 definitely has such a big community that's been around for so long. I'm surprised that it's not getting updates, but I guess the things that are getting updated is just things in the cash shop for those hats, I guess. So how did we ever put up like this for a decade with Super Mario Wonder going down the pipe, having all this animation, and Mario Bros. Deluxe just being this flat little thing? I mean, Mario Bros. Wonder has a lot of love put in that game, and that's another game that I thoroughly enjoyed all the way through. It was spectacular. If there was a game that definitely deserved to be contended with Game of the Year, I think so. I mean, it's not as good as Baldur's Gate 3 or Zelda, but it's definitely up there. So right in slicing through the watermelon, clearly nice. That looks good, man. And 2B just, that works too. With those are so much muscle in there. Holy smokes, the detail on that. It's like Chun-Li type of thigh out there. 2B got a sword too, all right? She can definitely slice through that, but I've got to agree with Raiden out here. I still think it's cool that in that game, Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance, where you could actually slice through multiple parts exactly where he was. I thought that was so cool, and it just worked. It was so clean. That game was so ahead of its time, especially with the memes.
Shadowheart suffers.
Lizelle?
You might be surprised.
Oh, she's in the pin.
It pains me to see.
I see that. Help her out? She...
As if I craved another whiff of sour breath.
Oh, dang. Just got a burgie. Just picking up a burgie and laughing at it. She's stuck in the... That's so dumb. I mean, as a kid, I always thought the playpins were very cool. I always wanted a giant, enormous playpen where you could just crawl around and explore in there. I thought that was really cool. But now Five Nights at Freddy's pretty much ruined that. But then again, all the kids love Five Nights at Freddy's, so it's probably made them even more popular the more I think about it. Hey, yo, Skies for Arcadia. Well, Team Sonic actually got to go to Machu Picchu for research. I actually went to the higher-ups and said to them, hey, you visit a bunch of different regions in our game too, so could we go on some trips too? And they just said, yeah, but you guys are a fantasy game, right? You don't need to see the real world. Yeah, it's like, what the heck? Sakura Tyson and Sonic are fantasies too, aren't they? That's not quite fair. I love all those Skies of Arcadia merch out there, or Eternal Arcadia in Japanese, but I wish I had that Fina doll, but that Vice one though, I got that boy right here. Check him out, dude. Khalid, we got the same one. Well, it's not exactly the same. I see he has the Cutlass. I don't have the collector's edition Cutlass one, which makes me slightly sad. It's still really cool, all right? Well, I mean, there's another one out too, so I'm really happy about that. Man, what I wouldn't give for another Skies of Arcadia sequel, or even just a remaster, man. So, Off-Brand World, Game of the Year edition? 85% off on the Nintendo Switch? Hello? Game of the Year, huh? Who decided that one out there? Apparently, from what I learned after reading about this, is apparently anything could get Game of the Year edition out there because it doesn't have to come from a reputable source because there is no authority figure to give that to you. Sure, there's Game Awards and other things that people will recognize it, but you could slap that on anything. It could literally be anyone. No one, it doesn't matter. There's no laws. There's no laws against the Game of the Year, Batman. I can do whatever I want. You can also hop on this thing to save. Just like the good old days, says Toad to me. You don't have to remind me and hurt me like that remind me that it came out 20 years ago, Mr. Toad. You don't have to be like that. I mean, it's really cool that they did add autosave to the game because there was one point where I did actually soft lock myself because I was playing the game on stream. You can watch it there. I'm still playing through it. I'm gonna beat the entire thing. Where there's an enemy that infinitely spawned right outside of the door. And I got hit by it, and then so it kept spawning and running into me as soon as I finished battle, so I was infinitely stuck in a grinding loop. So I had to actually close the game. Encountered an obstacle this morning, but wasn't worried. I have trained for this, and it's the classic Mario fire things with the sprinklers. Yeah, I never really liked it when the sprinklers actually just pointed towards the sidewalk rather than the actual grass. I mean, yeah, that's actually hilarious. That's actually a really good meme. I think that at some point you can tell video game designers figured out if you're going to put a dog in a game, you have to make it so people can pet the dog or else everyone is going to get really mad at you. There's literally like a thing like, can you pet the dog? It just shows games where you pet the dog and where you can't pet the dog, and people get really mad if you cannot do it. I mean, Genshin, you couldn't do it. I still don't think you can do it in Genshin. Did they finally fix it? When I lose in Mario Kart, but still need to finish the lap. Sadly, go-karts. What? You would put that in there as you sadly go. But yeah, that happens, man. You see that first place, you know you're nowhere gonna get near it, and your blue shell goes off to the second person, and it's just not hitting its target. And it's just, you just feel so defeated. Ah, the tryhards, man. It hurts. All right, so, oh, the dog just went over the fence as it's That's not how that's supposed to work. As the dog crosses the fence, like, why does it do that? Why does it do that? Is it like a skinwalker? What is that thing? All right, man. Hey, man's best friend, man. Gotta get around that fence somehow there, brother. 5 stages of acceptance of unskippable cutscenes. Escape, space, enter, furious mouse clicking, frustration as you can't skip a single cutscene in Genshin, and you're forced to watch like 3 hours of nonsensical dribble. Ultimately, it just ends in nothing but 30 primo gems. I may got a little bit too specific there with my example, but I feel like you can associate that with other games or other things out there. It doesn't have to just be that. When you accidentally download the DLC instead of the game. Wait, how are those ornaments staying it up? What the frick? I mean, I guess that's just in time for the Christmas memes out here, even though it's before Thanksgiving. Have I ever done that before like an idiot? I don't think I've ever bought DLC instead of a game beforehand. I don't think I've ever been that dumb. So Rockstar finally announcing we are excited to let you know that in early December, we released the first trailer of the next Grand Theft Auto. We look forward to many more years of sharing these experiences with you all. I mean, finally, and the next month just be like, oh God. I mean, that's a lot of cream that a lot of people are going to be doing. I mean, if it looks as good as like some of the Unreal Engine stuff that I have seen, it's going to be fantastic. At least I hope it is. It's been a long time since they released GTA 5. I'm really curious to see what's going to happen here. Oh. He's sad. Unlucky, bro. Oh, Jesus, it just attacked him. Why did that guy just leap out of nowhere, bro? It's a good jump scare, though. Anyway, though, that's gonna be it for our, I was gonna say horror game memes on it. No, this is just regular video games, not just horror, all right? As much as Cheetah would probably appreciate that because he's a big horror fan. But regardless, though, if you enjoy this kind of video and you want to see some more, I have plenty of videos for you to check out. Or if you want to see me again, subscribe, and I'll see you beautiful sons of guns in the next video.